The American Civil War, a pivotal event in United States history, was fought from April 12, 1861 to May 26, 1865. It was a conflict between the Union, the North, and the Confederacy, the South, which was formed by states that seceded from the Union. The war arose from deep-seated issues such as slavery and states' rights. Today, I will give you 10 facts about the American Civil War. Fact 1. Duration and participants. The Civil War raged between the Northern States, Union, and the Southern States, Confederacy, from 1861 to 1865. The United States of America clashed with the Confederate States of America, a coalition of 11 Southern states that seceded from the Union due to long-standing disagreements, primarily centered around the institution of slavery. Fact 2. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, led the nation during this tumultuous period. He staunchly opposed slavery and worked to preserve the Union, ultimately issuing the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which paved the way for the eventual freedom of slaves across the country. Fact 3. Slavery and central power. Slavery was concentrated mainly in the southern states, where it formed the backbone of the largely agrarian economy. In contrast, the northern states thrived on industry. The moral and political divide over slavery created a significant chasm in American society. Fact 4. Casualties and victory. The American Civil War was one of the most devastating conflicts in terms of human cost in the history of the United States. The death toll estimates range widely due to the nature of record-keeping at the time, but recent scholarship suggests that the number of deaths was approximately 620,000 to 850,000. The Union's victory was pivotal in maintaining the integrity of the United States as a single nation and set the stage for the Reconstruction era, which sought to address the many social and political issues arising from the war, including the integration of freed slaves into American society. The war's end also marked the beginning of America's journey towards becoming a more unified nation, despite the lingering divisions and challenges that followed. Fact 5. Jefferson Davis and the Confederacy. Jefferson Davis was elected as the first and only President of the Confederate States of America on February 9, 1861. His presidency lasted throughout the entirety of the American Civil War until the defeat of the Confederacy in 1865. The Union's victory led to the dissolution of the Confederate States and their subsequent readmission into the United States. This period also saw the abolition of slavery across the entire country, a fundamental change codified in the U.S. Constitution through the 13th Amendment. This amendment, ratified on December 6, 1865, legally ended the institution of slavery and was a direct consequence of the Union's triumph in the Civil War. Fact 6. Lincoln's assassination. During the American Civil War, Abraham Lincoln was re-elected as president in 1864, a testament to his leadership and the Union's resolve to continue the war effort against the Confederacy. His victory came despite the presence of opponents who advocated for peace negotiations with the South. Lincoln's stance against slavery and his determination to preserve the Union were pivotal during this period. Tragically, just days after the Confederate surrender at Appomattox Courthouse, Lincoln was assassinated. On April 14, 1865, John Wilkes Booth, an actor and Confederate sympathizer, shot Lincoln at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. Lincoln's death was a profound loss for the nation, which was just beginning to heal from the wounds of war and navigate the complexities of Reconstruction. His assassination added to the turmoil of the post-war era, impacting the course of American history significantly. Fact 7. Emancipation Proclamation. Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation declared freedom for slaves in areas in rebellion against the United States. This pivotal document laid the groundwork for the eventual abolition of slavery across the nation. Fact 8. Economic differences. During the American Civil War, the Southern states' economy was built on chattel slavery, an agricultural system dependent on enslaved African Americans. The North, however, was industrializing, with a diverse economy bolstered by technology, transportation, and a varied workforce. These contrasting economic models led to differing political goals and policies, exacerbating regional tensions. The South sought to maintain and expand slavery to new territories for agricultural prosperity, while the North increasingly opposed slavery's spread, leading to conflict. Ultimately, these economic and ideological differences contributed to the secession of Southern states and the outbreak of the Civil War, a defining struggle over the nation's moral and economic future. Fact 9. Long-lasting impact. The Civil War profoundly shaped the United States, leaving an indelible mark on its history, politics, and social fabric. Despite its significance, the war remains one of the most misunderstood events in American history. Fact 10. Legacy and remembrance. Memorials, battlefields, and historical sites across the country commemorate the sacrifices made during the Civil War. Understanding this pivotal conflict helps us appreciate the journey toward a more unified and just nation. Here you have it. What is your take on this matter? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more juicy content like this one.